Mate live every single Thursday, and today setup just got 10 times easier. This is the biggest upgrade ever. No more struggles with setup. So one simple change in Content Mate 1.8, which is this node right here, has made basically everything else so easy to set up. Once you set up the front end, all in the back end is kind of taken care of. And I am extremely excited about it. This is, like I said, this is the biggest upgrade that we've had since the inception of Content Mate. And so this is going to be how we do it moving forward. And so if you had Content Mate 1.6, 1.7, this is going to be the one that you want to upgrade to. Because moving forward, once you set this one up, 1.9 is going to be really simple for you to set up. You basically don't have to do anything, and 1.9 can get set up, and then 2.0, which is coming hopefully. I'm not sure if the 2.0 version is going to be set up by December, but at least 1.9 should be up by December. So setting 1.8 up today is going to be amazing, and I'll show you how everything works right now. But first, before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Hector. So the reason that all of this is possible and we can now just set up one table here and all of the rest of it is set up is because of Hector's idea. He did this already, and because of that, we essentially have the new way of doing it. We went on a call on Tuesday, I believe, and it was the fastest hour that I have ever gone by. So yeah, Hector Diaz, the MVP of the school community. I just wanted to give you some big credit to him for coming up with this idea, and it's going to change how we do everything forever, probably. And so enough hype. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute, and I'm not going to tease you. I'm just going to show you exactly how it works right now. But essentially how it looks like now is that we have a setup node in the top right here. So this is the setup node or table, and essentially if you just click on that and then you set up your Airtable base idea, your table create idea, your table X ID, your advertise idea, and all of these different things with APIs, video download name, etc., etc., etc. If you just set this up once and just run everything, you don't have to do any of the setup that we had to do before, because all of these variables are already found here, which means that next time you set it up, for example 1.9 or 2.0, you can just use the exact same variables and nothing changes except everything in the back end. But you don't have to do anything, so everything is set up for you if you just set this up once. So that's how we're going to do that. More of that in a minute. I always like to start with results, so that's what we're going to do right now. I'm just going to give you it here because I know that I've shown you some YouTube results, some TikTok results and stuff like that, but I haven't really shown you all of it together. And there also is a big lesson that I learned that is quite annoying. And if you learn this lesson as well, you can probably never unsee it again. And when you're laying in bed, you'll be like, damn, I wish I did this thing. So I'm going to show you that after I show you all the Facebook. And you'll see why I came to this conclusion in the lesson by just looking here. So let me start with the worst performing channel first, and then we'll go upwards. And that is Facebook. So Facebook has never really been a cash cow for me. I never really focused on it. But because we can just auto-publish, we actually get views. And so here you can see that this is the end, or it is 1 year. So this entire year from January to December 11, you can see that I did post a little bit here. These were all just basically advertisements because a lot of sponsors paid me money to do TikToks and stuff like that. So there was a little bit here. But here is where I started posting automatic AI content. And just because of that, you can see that we're almost baselining a new 100 views per day. right? You can almost see that we're baselining 100 views per day, which is absolutely insane. I'll take it. I'll take it, to be honest. We only got, if we check out the last 28 days, we only got 4.5 thousand views. But you know what? 4.5 thousand views is great for doing nothing, right? So I'll take it. And I know that Facebook can actually become quite huge. So we're just waiting for the compound interest to take effect here as well, where people really start following, subscribing, sharing this to other people. But I just wanted to show you Facebook, my worst performing social media. Next, we have TikTok. Here is the TikTok, and this is the business suite. Now, I want to show you in the back end, but I also want to show you in the front end. TikTok has also been one of my worst performers. However, some of the people in the school community has actually done quite well with TikTok. So I'm surprised why the exact same content performs well for them and not for me. However, you can see, yeah, it's not really performing that well. I'm trying to find the TikTok code essentially. And I think, Andy Hafel, see here. I don't know what that, I don't know what that was about to be become. But you see that one of the most viral videos that I got on TikTok was actually happening this week, 934. So this one did perform pretty well. All of these ones was posted today, so they don't have so much views. But you can see the baseline of TikTok is around 300. So you can see every single one of them gets kind of 300, but there's none of them that goes quite viral. Like this one is 1,000. There is another one here, 1,000. And before that, I obviously posted content that was with my face and everything. And those videos did get a lot more views. So it's more about figuring out the algorithm and trying to, you know, hone in the AI automated content here. And I do believe that we'll actually crack the code. Like this one got 900. So I do believe that we have to change out a bit of the avatars and stuff like that, but we'll make it happen. We'll definitely make it happen, especially when I get 1.9 going. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So that is TikTok, not performing that well. But then we have YouTube. So let's hop into the YouTube studio. So this is my completely new kind of shorts channel, and you can see that, yeah, I posted one 4 hours ago, and this one got 144 views. You can see some other ones as well that was posted this week got like 500 views within 4 hours. This one 400 views as well. So if I just click on content, you can see that if I click on shorts, you can see that every single video is getting, like this one was posted just 4 hours ago. So, and these two here as well was posted today because I was testing a bit. But this one that we posted yesterday got 1,300 views. This one that was posted 10 days ago or so, 1,000 views, 500 views, 800 views. And this is yesterday. And the analytics here, if we just check, you can see that in the last 24 hours, we got, 48 hours, we got 6,000 views, but I think most of it came from the last 24 hours. So a bunch of the stuff that we posted yesterday, we even reposted the exact same video, and it's getting almost the exact same amount of views. That's crazy. They're just competing with each other. So you can see that when we post, we get views. And this is coming up to the lesson that we're talking about in a minute here. But as you can see, when we post, we get views. So you see here that this is yesterday, 1,200 views. Tomorrow, 6,000 views. Pretty crazy results. And let me show you the lifetime here as well. I hope you like to see results, by the way, because people don't really show this that often. But here you can see this is the last 365 days. So you see we posted, we got views. This is the last 90 days. And you can see that the baseline that we started at was 300. Now the baseline is 1,000. And we're not even posting every single day. All right? Is that crazy? I think at least this is free money. Apples that are ready to just drop into your hands. You don't even have to pick it. They're just that ripe. Next one is Instagram. So Instagram is actually my best performing, kind of. I'm not sure if YouTube is starting to pick up to become the actual best performing. But if we go over to Instagram, bang, you can see that for the last year, and this is Instagram, you see we got 49,000 views. And the last 90 days, we got 42,000 views. And I didn't film a video. I literally didn't film a single thing here. So this is all automated. And as you can see, once again, this is on me, right? Here I posted a video. Here I didn't post a video. Here I posted a video. And here I didn't post a video. And here I posted a video. And here I posted a video. And here I posted a video. And here I didn't, right? And so what I found out was literally the big lesson is every day you don't, every day you don't post, you lose out on views. Right? So I have had the system set up, and to me, of course, like I'm in a very fortunate situation where I can, where I don't really need money, but it's kind of foolish for me that it's so easy for me to make content and get these views that you're seeing right now and not do it every day. Because it's literally for me, I'll show you what I have to do every single day, which is just literally this single task here, which is I'll open ContentMate 1, let me do 1.8, Andy. I'll open ContentMate right here. So this is what I do in the morning. Or this is what I've been too lazy to do, right? So I open it, I'll go to the Create tab, and as you can see, every single morning, it's 5 videos here ready for me to review. And so all I would have to do is to click on this, and I would check if it's good or not. If it's good, I'll post it. Steph Curry just let Google Cloud's Gemini AI dissect his entire 16-year career to perfect the no-look 3. The 8, bada bing, bada boom. This one is good, so I'm gonna click on schedule, right? And then I click on this one, Elon Musk AI turbocharged. There was a bunch of AI X stuff happening yesterday. Elon Musk's XAI just turbocharged Memphis. They seized a vacant 1 million square foot Yeah, I don't want this one. Yeah, a bunch of the X news yesterday wasn't really that good for Vibe Google Creator. Just turbocharged Mixboard with a bundle of... this one I already posted. And so you can see that I have a bunch of... someone just built an infinite AI canvas that maps every chat, file, and photo in real time. It's called Chorus. Yeah, I know this one as well. Like all of these that I checked out yesterday, they weren't actually that good. So that's for the scraper, really. Or just the selection process. Like sometimes there aren't really that much interesting going on, even though that this one got like 400,000 views or something like that. But yeah, all of these will be pretty much no. So that's pretty much all I have to do in one day. I have scheduled out all of these. So I did a bunch of work yesterday just to make sure that all of them are scheduled. And currently we're scheduling 4 every day. And this is just to keep the consistency. Like I said, if I'm not posting, I'm losing out on views. So why lose out on views when it took me, you saw the work, took me literally less than 2 minutes. So if you set it up, make sure that you actually run it every single day, or else you're losing out on views. So that's the big lesson that I learned. So I'm probably gonna run this myself. I did say that I want to hire somebody to actually run this, but I'm actually gonna run this myself in the morning, but because I'm going to upgrade it anyways, so I need to run it and upgrade and a bunch of other stuff. All right, so that was a bunch of results. You see that pretty much just by posting AI content, I got almost 100,000 views the last 60 days or so, which is just crazy. We're just early on. I didn't even post every single day, as you can see. So just imagine 6 months from now, if I post every single day, or if you post every single day, I don't see why you can't get to like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers. If you start upgrading the automations and making them even better, why not get to 100,000 subscribers? You know, getting almost 1 million views every single day on shorts should be doable. And perfect transition into how to set this thing up. Let's get it going. And before we begin, again, a huge shout out to Hector. He was the one that made this setup available to us, essentially. And so, yeah, thank you, Hector. So let's get this started by setting it up. And I'm going to do it in the step-by-step fashion so you can follow me step by step. And by the end, you will have it set up. So I'm going to play some music. We're going to get into kind of like the step-by-step tutorial and everything like that. And we'll also do some potential questions that you guys might have. We might also do some extra cost and some other fun stuff like new features coming up as well at the end. And also book a call with me. I'm going on calls. You'll find a link to the document in the description down below. There's a link. You just click on this link. There are 3 available slots every single day. Like I said, I just joined Hector. Last week, it was fantastic. We also hopped on a call with Michael. It was also fantastic. So if you are available, just to have a fun chat, no sales or there's nothing for sale. We just want to talk about NAN. And if you want some help or something like that as well, feel free to just hop on here and just chat with me one-on-one. Yeah, I always just want to talk to people that are doing NAN. There aren't really that many people like us. So if you've set this up, like I really want to talk to you. It's almost like a video game at this point. Are you ready to get this started? All right, let's get it going. Let's get the music on and let's get started. So the first thing you have to do in order to get access is obviously go to the Skool community and download the blueprints. So here inside of the Vibe Creator 2.0 classroom, there is a new ContentMate v1.8 easy setup right here. So all you need to do is to click on download NAN v1.8 right here, pop it up, click on download, and then duplicate the Airtable right here. You duplicate the Airtable by clicking the drop-down menu in the top, clicking the 3 dots and clicking on duplicate base. And all you do here is you name it something. And I'm gonna name it something as well because I'm also setting this up. So this is the demo. And I'll duplicate the base right here. On top of that, I'll also duplicate the shared and the shared ContentMate here. So this is the one that you get. And I actually have it on active. Let's see if I don't have a bunch of them active now. Okay, we have ContentMate Andy active. So that should be fine. I'll take this one and I'll duplicate it. Or I'll show you what you would do. So you just click on create workflow. You click on the 3 buttons in the top and then you click on import from file. Then you click on the ContentMate that is right here. And it should pop up just like this. And just like I said before, the only thing you have to set up is this one, but you don't even have to set it up inside. The second thing that you have to set up are the webhooks. So the webhooks are here. And the same thing goes with the scheduler. So if you want to post 4 videos per week, 4 videos per day, etc., that all happens in this module here. So this is the scheduler and the triggers, essentially. And then the last thing, the third thing of how to set it up is essentially you just got to log in, you know, because a bunch of these, like for example, this one, search records, all you got to do is basically click on auth table in the top and just click here and it should be set up. But that is all cool. This is the demo. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click on shared and I'll select demo here. All right, now we got a demo NAN. We got a demo ContentMate. So I'm gonna close everything else. and act like I am you. If you have no experience and you don't know anything, let's try to get it to run. So I'll just have my thing open here. So the first thing we're going to do is to turn on Airtable automations. So here inside of so this one is the shared version. I'll go away and out. So this is the shared version. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it and make it into the demo one here. Duplicate base, and we're going to make a demo. Didn't I do this already? I feel like I already did this. Maybe it's like, no, it's fine. Okay, we got demo. We got 2 demos right now, so let's get it going. Inside of automations in the top right here, we have to turn them on. So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna click on this add music and random AI avatar ID. And all you have to do here is you have to click on this trigger. You have to click on these 3 buttons. So just click on it here, then click on this, then click on this, and then it should be fixed configuration, and it's just test in progress. And once we have that one up, we can test this step. We can generate a preview, run test. Just click on Cling and test in progress, and boom, it is a preview, and it should all be fine. Then just click on it being on in the top left. Click on that, bang, and then on top of that, we're also going to turn on the remove duplicates. So this, we're going to test the step. This one runs every day at 7:30 a.m. So this runs preferably before you wake up. So once you wake up, you can actually look at it. But we're going to run this and we're going to turn it on as well, because the scraping sometimes takes a bunch of duplicates. And once we have duplicates, you know, things aren't really working out so well. But that was how to set up the Airtable automations. I'm going to put a confetti on there, and we're going to put a check mark. Bang. Awesome. Now the next step is going to be to add these setup fields. So you see here in the data, if we, and make sure you save, yeah, everything is saved, in the setup field in the top. So here we need to obviously do a couple of things. So I'll just go through it step by step right now, and we'll go through it step by step based on this documentation here. So if you don't have all the platforms and everything like that, we'll just go through it step by step as it is inside of the NAN automation that you have downloaded, because it should be pretty easy to go through here. So the first, we're gonna do config name, and I'll do Andy, that's 11. And active, we're gonna turn on, because we're gonna search for things that are on in a later stage. Airtable base ID you get from the top here. So the base ID is always the front ID here. So we're gonna copy that, bang, and we're gonna paste it in here. Then we're gonna get a bunch of table IDs. So you see here, we have table ID here, 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 here. So that is what we're gonna get next. So we're gonna get the create ID. So click on create, and here you can see that this is the base and this is the table. So I'll just have a line through them. So the left side, this is the base, and this is the table. So we've clicked on create. We'll double click on this one after the first slash, copy, setup, paste. Go into table X, go back again, and again, the second ID string, there, copy, setup, paste. Avatars, go in the top of the link. Hopefully you all can see this. The second ID is the table ID. Go there, click on setup, click on table avatars ID, and then we have IDs idea. Go here, go to the second slash once again, bang, copy, go back to setup, and click table IDs ID here. Awesome. So now we've done that. Now, one thing that you can do is to add Airtable personal token. This was something I didn't do, but Hector did. I'm using OAuth, so I don't actually use this, so I'm going to skip this. But if you are using personal access token, you could use this field. For the next one, we're going to go through Apify API token. So if you haven't done Apify before, I'll just show you the link right now. So go back to NAN, and in the bottom, you can see that we have Apify. So just click on Get Token inside of Apify right here. Once you're on the inside, you also have to realize that the scraper we're using is using a paid scraper. If you're using the free version, it will run through your credits faster than... Oh, I was going crazy. Run through your... I'm not going there. I'm not saying what I'm thinking. But, okay, let's keep going. Here in the top, you'll find the API. Just, right here, you will find the API for Apify. So just click on copy, and then go back. I'm still thinking about that joke. I'm like, yeah, that was dark. I'm gonna paste it in here, and hopefully you don't see it all the way. Bang. Oh, and there we go. You just saw the entire thing. Oh, okay. You can just use my API. Just use my API, take my code. You can use my key if you want. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to delete this account. I'm not going to create a new code. I'm not going to create a new token right now. But I'll do it after. Apify key. And by the way, yeah, treat your keys like your passwords. If somebody logs into this, you can literally use all my credits. So that's why I am... I can rotate the token. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Keep the old token alive? No. I'm going to rotate immediately. You know what? I'm going to test it and everything, so I'm not going to change it anything. Just don't do anything crazy. Anyways. Then we're going to do the Apify video downloader URN. So what that means is if you go to AIMate, and I'll actually add the links here. So we'll go to V7, and I'll show you right here. So these are the Expo scraper, and I'll actually just go here. So let me pop this here. Apify scraper URNs. So what this is that you have to click on this one, and you have to click on this one, and then what you need to do is you have to create a new task. So for this one, Scraper Unlimited, this is the scraper. So I'm going to click on Save as New Task, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it as this name here, and obviously it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to save it as demo. Again, it doesn't really matter as long as you know the name. So I'll just copy the name demo, and I'll put that name directly into the Apify tweet scraper URN. And I'll show you how this makes sense in a minute. Then we have the Apify video downloader. So let's go to the AIMate. I'll go to the video downloader. And here again, we also have to save as a new task. So again, I'll just do demo video. I don't know if this, because they're going to be the same if I just say demo. But I'll just do demo video, continue, save that as a new task, and I'll pop that in here as well. I hope that this is correct. I think this is exactly what to do. Then we need the Open API key. So with this, once again, just go into NAN, go to the top, and you'll find the link OpenAI platform. We'll also talk a little bit about the prices in a minute. But here you just go to the platform.openai.com and you go to /API-keys. And here, wow, look at how many keys I got. Here you can just copy any of the keys. So this one, last used never. I'm not sure you can copy it directly. I think you have to create a new one. So I'll just do demo once again. I'll click on permissions all and create a new secret key. Once I've done that, I'll just copy it. Then I'll go back into Content, post it, and nobody can see that one. Very good. 11 Labs again. So as you can see, we're just doing all of it step by step here. So 11 Labs API. Go back to NAN again. Go to the 11 Labs. Here you see again that you have the API key directly involved right here. And so you just create a new key. Here we can actually not copy the key ID. I'm just going to create a new one. I'm going to call it Bob. And here, make sure you don't restrict the key. Create key and copy to clipboard and back to ContentMate and paste. Replicate API. Go back to NAN. Click on here. Y'all see this is easy, but it's kind of boring. Like this is like set up step by step, but you know, this is what we're doing. This is how our brain has rotted so deeply that we can't even copy and paste things anymore. Blotato. Go back to ContentMate. Click on Blotato. There's no social link, so I'm gonna add that social link. Blotato.com. Log in. And inside of here, we have the API dashboard. I think it's in the settings, API, copy API key, but I'll copy the link here. So Blotato has the link, get API key, smash, bang, sweet. There we go. So save that. You have the API key now. Go back to ContentMate inside. Click on this. Put your API key in there. I'm going to pop it now. Bang. Nope. That didn't work. Copy it again. And paste. Now we have a render form. For this exact automation, we're not using render form, so I'm just going to skip that. But it might be something we're going to use in the future, so keep it in. Wow. YouTube account ID. What we're using here is all Blotato. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this to the left and pop this to the right. And then in the accounts, as you can see, we have the IDs. So here, for the YouTube account ID, all you got to do is to copy page ID or copy account ID. Account ID, I believe. Whoa, what happened there? Account ID, pop it in. It's just 4 numbers, which is pretty crazy. So Instagram account ID, pop it. Instagram account ID, TikTok account ID, copy account ID, pop it in. Facebook account ID, copy account ID, Facebook account ID. Google Drive folder, okay? Now we're getting somewhere. But you see how fast that was? That was all you need to do to publish. Is that crazy? A couple copy and pastes. So Google Drive folder, I don't know what your Drive folder ID is. And I don't even know my own. So you can find your Drive folder ID by checking the URL in the top of your Google Drive. And once again, if you haven't set up Google Drive, make sure that you set up Google credentials. But what I wanted to show was Google Drive folder ID. So I'm going to do 1.8 Andy. I'm just going to show you guys how this is the one that is working and set up and actively running for me. But I'm afraid of showing my API keys. So I'm just going to pause my video real quick. I'm going to go back to setup. And I'm just going to double check if I have the correct thing here. Yeah, so I'll just show you all. So this is how it looks like. So if you were wondering about the API video downloader and stuff, this was the name that I had. So it needs to be AI Andy and then like a squiggly boy. So just make sure that is you gotta have the squiggly boy in there. So yeah, that is important. Let's go back to here. Have yeah, and these squiggly boy. Yeah, and the squiggly board, and that would obviously be your name. So if your account name is AI Andy, you would have AI Andy in there, but your account name is probably Bob123. Google Drive folder ID, I'm just going to copy from my previous one. Like, you will know your own folder, so you know how to find this one. Pop this one, go back, pop it into Google folder ID. For the webhook ID 123, I haven't set this up myself. Hector had this. Also, notes, date created and last modified. I haven't actually set this up myself as well, but we could add a date field here. I just put it in the config name, so it doesn't really matter. But if you want to have a bunch of them, and this is Hector's idea as well. So imagine you set this up for one person. You can set it up for Bob as well, and then you can set it up for Mike, and then you can set it up for Tony. And the cool part is you can set up the automation to run so that all of them get charged on their own accounts, right? So this one setup table can set up multiple if you have multiple clients, which is pretty absolutely insane. So there we go. We set it up. That took less than 15 minutes. Pretty crazy stuff. But does it work? And what else do you have to do? So let's get in there and see if we did it correctly. Because if you didn't do it correctly, that's on me. Add the setup fields. We're going to pop this in. We did it, baby. So then we're going to have the correct credentials. So if you have downloaded it right now and you have your own account, or maybe you're completely new, the one thing you probably haven't set up is the credentials. So for example, in Airtable, you need to set up the credential to connect with OAuth here, for example. So the way you do this is just to set it up, and I highly recommend checking the docs. I've gone through this like 100 times, so I'm not going to go through it on this video. Just check the last video. I probably did it there as well. But essentially, all the Airtable ones, you have to just go in, click on the oath, and then click here. So as you can see, I literally am inside of Airtable right now, and everything is set up for me. And I uploaded this exactly like you uploaded it. So everything is set up for me because I have all the accounts. But you probably don't have the account that is 11 Labs, for example. So here you would have to connect to your credentials. Bang. What else do you have to connect? Yeah, Blotato. Let me show you exactly the ones that you have to set up so you can easily get it going. So all the ones that you have to get access to, I'm going to draw over. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. The OpenAI ones, you have to do that one. 11 Labs one, the Google Credentials one. If you haven't set that up, there's a credentials video on my YouTube channel, my second YouTube channel. Here, this one you have to set up. All of these are set up for you, which is so insane. This one is set up, this one is set up, but in the future, these are all going to be set up. If you literally don't have to do anything if you have set up Airtable one time. Here, all of these Potato ones, and the last one here, and this one here as well. So those are all of the ones that you have to touch, click on account, click on connect, and you're in. Kabish! Y'all hear me? It's pretty insane. If you come from the last time, hey, yo, Hector is coming in. Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, if y'all remember last time, it's not like, whoa. It's not like that. Hey, what up, Hector? We've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. And thank you so much for the setup instructions and everything in last call, man. So those were all the things that you have to set up when it comes to the credentials, the setup part of it. And so that is step number, correct credentials, done. Bang, bang. So that one is all good. So think about this. Now, with just doing exactly what I did, that took me less than 15 minutes, and that is explaining it on top of it, it's pretty much set up. The last thing we have to do is the webhook buttons. So in order to get those set up, we are going to hop over to NAN again. And yo, Hector, if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Super cool, the project you're working on. I'm super curious. So for the webhooks and everything, I'm gonna explain two of them here. So you see that these two are webhooks and these three are schedulers. So let's explain them right now. But first, I'm not gonna explain them, I'm gonna set them up. So the first thing you have to do is to click on Create Webhook, and this triggers to create something. So just click on this test URL, click on ContentMate, click on Ideas, click on Button and Edit Field, and then paste your webhook in here. Bang. So this is the create one. I'm just gonna save this, and it's good to go. Sorry I'm late, I was working and forgot about the world. Man, it seemed like you have a lot of fun with crafting out your workflow and everything like that. You had your freaking arts, and you were doing arts and crafts, my man. It's easy to get lost. Let's see. And the second webhook is the one that is in the avatars. So we haven't talked much about this, but this is how you can get your own avatar, whether it's an AI avatar, like this girl, for example, or if it's yourself, of myself, for example, which I have here, which is these three. They are stored in here. And all we have to do here is to go to NAN, go to the avatar webhook, double click, click here, go to ContentMate, click on Edit Field, and paste your webhook in here. Make sure you have the quotes at the end and the beginning, and bang, it's now set up. Awesome. So those are basically the two setup steps here, and bang, we got this one down as well. Just like that, we have set up everything, and based on my ideas, at least, it should now all be set up completely. So let's see if that is correct. If I just run it, is it going to run? So the first one that we're going to, and also activate and change the webhooks if complete. So this may take 4 minutes or something like that, but we're gonna test it out. So now that we've set them up, so if you're completely new, of course, if you just click on the ideas button, this is going. If you click on the ideas button, this one should trigger, and it runs through the entire thing. And inside of the create, it runs through this router here, and then it goes through the entire thing here. All right. For the scheduler, the one that is the scraper, that is on a schedule where it runs every single morning at 7 a.m. So every single morning for me, this one runs, it goes down, it goes all the way up, it scrapes 34 Twitter profile and grabs me like 50 videos or something like that. So that's that one. Then we have the automatic creation tab, which is this one, which is scheduled to go off 5 times per day at 8. I'll just actually show you. So this one goes out at 8 a.m., 8:05 a.m., 8:10 a.m., 8:15 a.m., and 8:20 a.m. So basically the idea is when I wake up, it's completed and I can just post or schedule them. So that's this one. This one goes here and then it goes down, it goes up. Whoops, I don't have no more mouse space, but it goes up here and then it goes down and then it goes around here. Cool. The avatar one, this one goes from this one, which is a webhook that you trigger yourself. It goes down here and then it makes the avatar here. The publishing is on currently at 6 hours, at every 6 hours, it publishes based on what you have in the scheduled in the create. So for example, every 6 hours, it's looking for this scheduled, and if there is a schedule there, it publishes it. So it's all automatic. You don't have to, you don't have to click on publish yourself. It just goes automatically every 6 hours. So however many you can just put in there, it kind of goes on the assembly line at that time. But does it work? Let's see. And I'm 100% sure that we're gonna have some issues. So this is the demo account here. And because we have the avatar ID and the avatar base and everything, we don't even have to change anything. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna click on the create webhook here. I'm gonna execute this one. We're gonna go back to ContentMate, the demo one. We're gonna go to ideas, and we're gonna select one of the best ideas. And the best way to do that is selected more wide node type. So this one gets the best views. Now I know already that these X ones are kind of bad. I checked them out yesterday. But the Kling AI one I think is good. I already did this one though, so it is kind of boring. This one X Google Labs could be interesting. Did they do anything cool? Yeah, I already did this one. Obviously I did a lot of content yesterday, but we're gonna just do this one for fun. So what we're going to do is pop it in, click here, and click on the ideas button. Bang, you already know how to do this. Click on it, workflow has started, and now the setup is grabbing all the different things we set up. Here it's running through the create a record, and before we had to literally set this all up. You remember? Now, even OpenAI, and how crazy is that, man? How crazy is that? If we can run all of this without any error, I don't know, there should be some sort of reward here, So now it's obviously writing the avatar, it's writing, the YouTube script, and in the front end for you, the idea at least is that it pops up here in the create tab, so update script, and it should be updating here. It's not updating, so not sure what happened. We may have stolen it from... Did we do that? We did that. Okay. So what I did was I copied the wrong Airtable base, is what I believe happened. So let me just double check here. Okay. Look at that. The setup node was wrong. That's so funny. Don't download this version, okay? I'm gonna give you a new NAN, but if you're watching a replay, that's so funny. The setup node is wrong. So we're gonna put on ID. We're gonna select an ID here. We're gonna have the ID here as well. And, or maybe, oh, you know what? Actually, this is the only one you have to, do. I mean, you could do something if you do like record ID or something like that, but it's not worth it. You know what? This one is the only one that we're not going to automate. This is the only one that you have to set up by the base. So click on the from list. I'm going to go in here and search for demo. And this is the correct one. We have the copy and the end here. Okay, I'm going to go to the copy one. Demo copy. That is really interesting. So instead of setting up all the Airtables, we are just setting up one. That is poetic, if I ever heard. So here we're looking at December 11th. So this was the correct Airtable once again. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna run it again. I'm gonna click on execute workflow right here. Then we're gonna go back to ContentMate. We're gonna go into create, ideas. We're gonna go into Google Labs. This is the one. I'm gonna click here, boom, workflow has started, and then it's going to run through the entire thing. So if nothing goes wrong here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna upload it to NAN again, or to school, just to make sure you have it all updated. But besides that, I think it is up and running. So I'm just gonna let it run. We can maybe even have it by our side. I'll just put it by our side here to see if there's any errors. But besides that, I'm gonna talk about a couple of other things that I want to talk about. Wow, that is insane. So now that we have this new kind of paradigm of setting up things, like we might even be able to set up things even faster the next time. So that is going to be super cool. So the lesson learned: every day you don't post, you lose out on views. That's big. Try to post every single day, and that means having something scheduled. So if it's every 6 hours or something like that. And also, if you have a perfect posting time, you can also set up a schedule that only posts within a certain window as well when your viewers are active. I'm going to do that a little bit more in the future once I have more subscribers on my shorts stuff. But other than that, really cool. So now we're actually running it. It's going on in the side here. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna pop a little confetti right there. Bang. Okay, so potential questions may be size issues. So there has happened that maybe you have an avatar that is like 4K resolution and the automation isn't going to work, or maybe it's like very big or very small. The way you fix the sizes is usually in this one here. So this one, transform 2, and it should be in 916 here, but basically this one is the one to change with the size. All right, so change that if you need size differences. Now, if you want to clone yourself versus a AI avatar, like I talked about in this one, oops, no, like I talked about in the avatars here. So I'll show you the avatar that you can create. So you can obviously just put an image there, click on run, and then you get an avatar animated just like this. Damn, look at this. It's running through the entire thing with no issues. Wow. Man, Hector, you're the man. So here is an avatar that you could use. So this could be, oh my God, and the mouth is going to get animated again, right? So this is just the beginning footage, but it should be like, Google AI just released Gemini 3 Pro and it's incredible. It just finished. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but I'm just going to finish my thought when it comes to clone yourself versus clone an AI avatar. So if you want to clone yourself, what I recommend is that you don't upload a photo of yourself and run this automation here. What I recommend instead is that you film yourself and cut 5 seconds of footage that you cut from yourself. And the reason for that is that if you put an image of yourself, it looks so wanky. It looks like my eyes pop out a little bit. It's not like consistent when it comes to the character itself. And so I recommend that if you are going to run this, you instead have a link. So this link here is a Google Drive link that is linking to a 3-second or 5-second something of me talking. And then the only thing that changes is going to be my mouth. So I'll show you right now, because we did have some other people, look at this, already got feedback before I even posted it anywhere else. This feels like so here I'm actually using an AI avatar sound, and I bet that is just because it was easier. But this would literally be me talking instead of like the avatar sound. A full film crew hiding in my pocket, and I can't stop smiling. I feel like a rocket right now. Already got... So you see that this is real, like it's not AI generated, you know, the lips and everything, like there was a lot of AI generated stuff going on right there, but it's a real video shot with my phone, right? So that's all I wanted to say. If you're cloning yourself, shoot a video. If you're AI avatar, use a photo to video workflow. Awesome. Now let's check out the result. We have a demo video. It should be in the create tab. It is created and it's under review. Are you kidding me? Here we are. Google just supercharged its Doppel fashion app with a personal feed, shop links, and collections. The feed watches your taps and... Man, that is incredible. Obviously, like the voice and everything, like we would change over to a female voice, but that we could set this up without any setup, essentially, is blowing my mind. That allows me to do a lot more stuff, and that brings me to talk about more of what is coming in the later features. So you now know how to set it up. If you have any problems, of course, just drop me a message. I'm going to make sure I update this. No, actually, it's the setup node. What we found out is you actually have to change this. It's the only one you have to change. Besides that, all the other ones are set up for you, which is super sick. The exact cost of one video is very low. I just want to say that it's like below $1 per video for sure. However, the exact monthly cost can be a little bit expensive, but it's not like expensive. So I want to show you like Blotato is $29 a month. Appify, we do need the $29 or $39 plan, so that's $40. So that's 40 plus 30, so that's 70 bucks. Replicate, we're using about 10 bucks a month, or we could even be doing less. So let's do it at the higher end. We could do 10 bucks per month. And so that is pretty much another 10 bucks, or 80 bucks. Then you have free 10K characters. So that means that on 11 Labs, which means that you can run a lot of it with no studio voices, but if you want to have a studio voice, you have to upgrade to 11 Labs Pro in order to copy your own voice. Let me see the pricing real quick. I think it's 11 bucks a month, but that is first month off 50 bucks. So it's probably about 19 bucks a month. So that's 20. So now we're at 100. And that's 11 Labs, and OpenAI is so cheap. You're not spending much, maybe 5, so that's 105 bucks. Airtable as well, you do have a free plan available. Not exactly sure. Here as well. Yeah, I changed the name for configuration over to setup, so I just have to set up. Change that here. So we're talking about $100 a month, maybe somewhere between $100 per month up to maybe 120 bucks per month. And so something that you might be thinking about is, how can you make that back, right? Because like if you're spending $100 a month, it's a good investment if you make $100 a month back. But it's a bad investment if you're not making any money, right? So if you're not making any money, why are you paying for all these subscriptions? So that's essentially what we're going to try to fix, or, you know, not fix, but that's what we're going to focus on moving forward. And so that's what I wanted to talk about now. What are the next features coming up to Content-Mate 1.9 and beyond? So what I found, and I've been on a couple of calls, once again, book a call with me. I love to just talk with you, chat with you, what is on your mind, what is going on, if there's any times available here. There's nothing to sell, it's just a fun chat about NAN. The next features that I learned, like a bunch of you guys are actually doing, is some of you guys have niches that are in the AI space. And because of that, you're using the X handles. So all of these are in here. And some of you said, like, this is actually the biggest value because you already took in all the handles, so we can just scrape the exact same thing that you're scraping, which is super valuable to us. And so I was thinking about like how to do this in health, how to do this in biohacking, how to do this in other niches as well. So that is one of the things that I'm trying to set up a little bit as well, to make it super easy for people. Like, hey, I'm in a niche of, you know, fashion or whatever. I'm in a niche of health or whatever. How do I find all the X handles? How do I set up for my niche in particular? That's something I really want to get going. But yeah, these are just ideas. And if you have an idea, or if you have something that you agree with a lot, that you want, let me know. But these are called like AI niche kits or something like that. That could be a massive benefit. The next thing I want to add is X, LinkedIn, and Threads. So it really depends on a lot of people. I made this automation here specifically for TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the platforms that are best for vertical, short form content. And I don't believe that it's a good idea to just repost the exact same thing on X and LinkedIn. Threads, I have no idea. I actually never logged into Threads myself, but I assume it's very similar to X. So the better way to post there would be to do something like, for example, you post a longer social post and then potentially repost the video instead of making a new video. And so that's what I want to target kind of next, because the most viral videos on X and LinkedIn are horizontal. They're not like vertical like the other platforms. So it may be a way that we go in with either we post AI avatar content that is vertical, and on top of that we post a kind of like text post that includes the update that is just a repost. So for example, we could just repost, you know, this thing here that is just a video itself with some text on it. And I think that could be very valuable as well, just reposting itself. And because we're talking about reposting as well, I want to talk about the other one, sound on, sound off. So that is the X, LinkedIn, and Threads. A lot of you have asked for this. So that is really part of Content Made 1.9, or at least we're aiming at 2.0. And it should have all these features included. So X, LinkedIn, and Threads. The next one is Twitter API.io. So because it is, we had somebody in the community say that it's so expensive for free users. And yes, it is, if we're using Amplify for free. And so it's also $39 a month, as you can see. So it's not like a cheap thing that you can just slash on. And so, again, Hector, the MVP, has found a Twitter API, twitterapi.io. And so this allows us to scrape Twitter at a fraction of the cost. So you see here that the cost per 1K unit, 15 cents. The official API is obviously $100 plus, and other providers owe 55. So this is one of the things I want to include in the new scraper, and hopefully it becomes a little bit cheaper so we can stay under about $10 per month, because that's, I think, what it should be worth. But on top of that, I'm not sure about how it scrapes with video and stuff. So it's obviously a bit of a change to jump from one platform to the other, but it is a very big benefit. If we can half the price, that would be a big benefit for all of us. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about. The next one with the sound on and sound off, like I told you about reposting. Well, what we're doing now, and I definitely need a better name for this, but sound off equals voiceover. So currently what's happening, we're scraping a video and then we're removing the audio completely from the video itself that we're scraping. So that is sound off, right? But what if we did sound on? Equals 3-second hook plus repost. So what sound on would be is basically we do a 3-second hook, which is Gemini 3.5 just launched and it's incredible. And then we just snap over to the actual audio of the X video that we scraped. And many X videos, I may even be able to find one in just 3 seconds, have audio already included. So sometimes it's stupid for us to not talk over it. Like this one we can talk over. Like, let me see. Let me show you a perfect example of this. You can talk over. It's just music. It's boring, right? But sometimes, and this one as well, perfect for sound off. Perfect for sound off. Perfect for sound off. Yeah, all of these. So you see what I'm talking about. See, this one got 4.7 million views. It's 6 minutes long, so it's not really the best. But you guys know what I mean. Yeah, this one. Okay, just you guys understand what I mean. Like, imagine this one was 1 minute long or something, and it's like Sam Altman and another guy doing something. Yeah, look at this one. Super cool as well. Shee, look at that. What is it doing, man? That's cool. People are doing so many cool things here. So that's the next one. I think it could be incredible if we just repost stuff. Like, we just have a hook and then we repost. Because I've seen that on other people's shorts. And just think about it. We're not stealing, we're not taking, we're not cheating. We're literally promoting browser use, or promoting Adobe, or promoting Crea. So it's not like any of those iffy copyright laws, or not even the law, but copyright morale. Like, you know, feel bad by taking somebody else's content. But here, I feel completely good because you're promoting them. They're getting free content. And so that is sound on, sound off. Next, we have automation videos, but I'm seeing that the live is going on way too long. But I'll leave with this. I'll leave with that one. The automation videos. I know that a lot of you are into automations and you like automating, and some of you have clients in automation, and you're good at setting up automations, and you actually are making money setting up automations. And so what we're currently doing right now, everything we're talking about is AI news. So it's basically, if somebody sees your content, it is news. So you will establish yourself as a trusted authority on new things that are happening. However, I found that people that convert the best are people that are interested in automation. And that means content that is about automation. So you maybe have been on YouTube Shorts or Instagram or something like that, where they say, this automation makes content faster than you can say, you know, whatever. Or this automation calls people in my sleep. Or this automation calls, and then they explain it, right? And so this type of content converts people to my school community, or possibly your clients. Like, if you want to convert them into your clients, or you want to set up a call with them, or close them on the phone, or get them to pay you $2,000, it's way better for you as well to publish more automation-based content, where you establish yourself as an authority on automation, you help people set up automations, and you make content in automations. For me, at least, I can get a lot more people to my school community, and I can get a lot more clients by doing automation videos. So that is really where we're aiming at next. We're not going to fix the automation video thing now. However, just imagine that we have a JSON, like, for example, this one is huge. This one is absolutely massive, of course, the one that I've set up now with you guys. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, no, here we go. Like, this one here is pretty massive, so I'm not sure it's exactly what I'm talking about, but imagine you just took the entire thing here, you copy paste into ChatGPT, and then it writes out an incredible script for you, and then you just run a video that is just running through all of it, and we feed that into AI, and it creates content. So that is like just a little, like a little teaser or whatever on how to automate content that is about automation. But that's really the problem I want to solve next. So if any of you guys are cranking your brains on how to actually automate NAN content, how to automate automation content, which sounds crazy, right? Automate automation content to get automation clients. But we're there. Haters saying this prompt can help people find other niche influencers. Please give me the top 20 insert niche here influencers on X, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Give me their name, channel name, and what platform it is in. That is big. I'm actually gonna steal that right now. Man, I love this community. So yeah, we actually had one of the community members come in this week talking about biohacking. So this would be perfect for biohacking. So Hector prompt for finding niche influencers. That's awesome. Yeah, we had somebody with biohacking this week. So I highly recommend checking out this one. Try ChatGPT on it, and obviously click search on, and I think DeepThink would be kind of cool on this one as well, but it could be huge. So you also get your sources right. And there we have it. Setup just got 10 times easier. This is the biggest update ever. No more struggles with setup. Did you guys see how fast that was? Absolutely crazy. So just go in the community, go and click inside of school. On the post that you're watching right now, you should find the link to go to the document, and all the links are inside of Classroom, Vibe Creator 2.0, and a new ContentMate 1.8 EC setup. Hopefully this was awesome, and honestly, there are so many more people than I thought have set this up. So if you're like one of those secret underground, I've set it up but I didn't tell anyone, come on, tell us, man. We love you to share what you're doing and stuff like that. So that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me next Thursday as well, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace.